The morning asks nothing of yesterday's failures and everything of today's willingness to begin again. And that is the thought for today. Welcome to 7 Good Minutes. I'm Clyde Lee Dennis. Thanks for joining me for what I believe will be 7 of the most enriching minutes of your day. In today's episode of 7 Good Minutes, we talk about how every morning offers a fresh start to practice. Enjoy. The sun rises, and with it comes something remarkable. A clean slate. Not just another day, but another opportunity to practice being who you want to become. Every morning carries this quiet invitation, waiting for you to accept it. By the end of this episode, you'll understand how to transform your mornings from routine repetition into meaningful practice, turning each dawn into a doorway for growth and renewal. Think about the word practice for a moment. We often associate it with perfection, with getting something right. But true practice isn't about flawless execution. It's about showing up consistently, with intention, ready to learn from whatever unfolds. Your morning is your dojo, your studio, your sacred space for practicing the art of living well. Each day, you get to practice patience when the coffee takes too long to brew. You practice gratitude when you notice the light filtering through your window. You practice presence when you feel your feet touching the floor. This isn't about adding more to your morning routine. It's about recognizing that everything you already do can become practice. Brushing your teeth becomes practice in mindfulness. Getting dressed becomes practice in self-care. Looking in the mirror becomes practice in self-compassion. The beauty of viewing each morning as practice lies in removing the pressure of perfection. When you practice piano, you don't expect to play Carnegie Hall on day 1. When you practice yoga, you don't demand perfect poses immediately. So why do we expect our mornings, our days, our lives to be flawless right away? Every morning whispers the same gentle truth. You get to try again. Yesterday's impatience doesn't define today's capacity for calm. Last week's scattered energy doesn't determine this morning's ability to focus. You are not bound by previous performances, because each morning is a new practice session. Consider the master craftsman who approaches their work each day with fresh eyes, knowing that today's creation might reveal something new about their art. Your morning practice works the same way. Today you might discover a new way to breathe through stress. Tomorrow you might find a gentler way to speak to yourself. Next week, you might uncover a deeper well of patience you didn't know existed. The practice isn't about becoming someone different. It's about becoming more fully yourself. Each morning offers you the chance to practice authenticity, to align your actions with your values, to live from your center rather than your circumstances. Some mornings your practice will feel effortless, like flowing water finding its path. Other mornings will feel clunky, uncertain, like learning to walk again. Both are perfect. Both are necessary. Both are practice. The student who shows up to practice every day, regardless of how they feel, regardless of yesterday's performance, regardless of tomorrow's expectations, this student transforms, not through force or pressure, but through the gentle, persistent act of showing up. Your morning practice might be 5 minutes of deep breathing, or it might be the way you make your bed with intention. It might be writing 3 things you're grateful for, or it might be simply pausing before you check your phone. The form matters less than the spirit, the recognition that this moment, this morning, this breath, is an opportunity to practice being present, being kind, being alive. Remember, even the most accomplished musicians still call their daily work practice. They understand that mastery isn't a destination. It's a daily commitment to showing up with curiosity and dedication. Every morning is your invitation to practice, not to be perfect, but to be present, not to have all the answers, but to ask better questions, not to control everything, but to respond with grace to whatever comes. Tomorrow morning, when you open your eyes, remember, this is your practice space. This is your chance to try again, to grow again, to become again. The morning doesn't judge your past attempts. It simply offers you another opportunity to practice the beautiful art of being human. That does it for today's episode of 7 Good Minutes. Please take a moment to rate and review the show on the platform you're listening on. Until next time, let's be civil to one another out there. Thanks for listening.